Have you ever taken a moment to ponder the immense sway that words hold over your life? Are you aware of the profound impact your daily speech can wield on your well-being, relationships, and success? Each word you utter is akin to a seed sown into the world. It possesses the potential to construct bridges of understanding and affection, or to erect barriers of misunderstanding and anguish. Have you considered the formidable power wielded by your tongue? It serves as a potent tool capable of inflicting harm and destruction, yet also capable of offering healing and inspiration. Through the Zen narrative awaiting you, you'll uncover the 10 afflictions of the tongue that could dismantle your life and that of those around you. Furthermore, you'll learn to identify these detrimental behaviors in your own communication style or that of others, thereby discovering the words best left unsaid. But that's not all. By sticking around until the end, you'll explore how to transform your communication methods to sidestep suffering and attain inner tranquility. Before we proceed, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content aimed at nurturing your spiritual journey. The disciples of Monk Toyu eagerly awaited his teachings on the power of words. The atmosphere was hushed, with a deep sense of anticipation hanging in the air. The only interruption to the silence was the gentle rustling of leaves stirred by the wind outside the monastery. Toyu, his face etched with the lines of wisdom and a gaze radiating serene tranquility, began to spin his tale, a captivating journey into the realm of words and their profound influence. Dear disciples, he started in a composed tone. Words are akin to double-edged swords. They possess the ability to create or dismantle, to mend or injure. It is our responsibility as seekers of enlightenment to harness our language and wield it for the greater good. Excessive speech, the aged and sage monk began, is the first pitfall we must avoid. Like a turbulent river that sweeps away all in its path, unchecked and abundant words lead us towards various forms of transgression and remorse. True wisdom lies in mastering one's speech, carefully selecting each word with intention. Envision a river flowing gracefully and silently, meandering through the valley with poise and harmony. Now contrast it with the same river after a deluge, transformed into a raging torrent that engulfs everything in its wake. Excessive words mirror that torrent, impetuous, destructive, and incapable of fostering understanding. As the disciples absorbed their mentor's words with rapt attention, Toyu delved into the second ailment, idle speech. Every word uttered carries weight and resonance that reverberates throughout the world, he imparted. Let us refrain from uttering idle words, those that serve no purpose. Instead, let us choose our words thoughtfully, employing only those that are truly necessary and enrich our discourse. Picture a dialogue saturated with hollow, meaningless words, akin to the incessant barking of a dog devoid of message. Idle words echo that barking, irksome, distracting, and devoid of value in our communication. Toxic gossip represents another misuse of words and their influence. Like a potent poison, slander contaminates relationships and tarnishes reputations. We must exercise caution against spreading falsehoods or rumors, recognizing that every untrue utterance leaves an indelible stain on the souls of its listeners. Envision a drop of poison seeping into a pristine lake. In moments, the entire surface becomes tainted, unfit for consumption. Slander mirrors that poison, harmful, corrosive, and capable of eroding trust and mutual respect. At times, we may find ourselves speaking rashly, prone to criticism and defamation of others. Let us steer clear of this tendency, for it is ourselves who suffer most from such behavior. Amidst the monk's discourse, the disciples found moments of introspection, seeing reflections of themselves in his tales. Deception is another affliction we must address to attain emotional equilibrium conducive to peaceful living, the master continued. Each falsehood, whether significant or trivial, distances us from the truth and plunges us deeper into darkness. Let us firmly embrace honesty, even when it proves arduous to express or endure, for only truth can liberate us from the shackles of malevolence. Picture a path shrouded in thick fog, where visibility is scant and the risk of losing one's way is grave. Deception resembles that fog. It deceives our senses, muddles our direction, and estranges us from the illuminating truth, our sole guide on the spiritual journey. Indulging in flattery through words is yet another pitfall to avoid. Like a deceitful snare, flattering words ensnare their listeners without yielding any true benefit. Therefore, my dear companions, let us eschew flattery and strive for sincerity in our relationships, founded upon mutual respect and genuine regard. Should we discern flattery directed towards us, let us pause to contemplate the intentions behind such words. Picture a flower artificially blooming, nurtured by chemical fertilizers rather than sunlight. Flattery resembles that flower, superficially attractive yet lacking substance, destined to wilt swiftly. Rash speech presents another toxin to our communication and interpersonal connections. Without careful consideration before speaking, we risk uttering words that are ill-suited or best left unspoken, thereby jeopardizing relationships and fostering misunderstandings and deep wounds. Hence, before speaking, let us weigh our words thoughtfully, preserving not only our inner peace, but also that of those with whom we interact. It inflicts harm upon both speaker and listener, fostering an atmosphere of negativity and hostility. Let us opt for language that is respectful and uplifting, reflecting the beauty and dignity of the human spirit. Only then can we contribute to the mental well-being of all. Envision a garden overrun with unkempt, thorn-laden white wildflowers. Vulgar language resembles that garden, disordered, unpleasant, and inhospitable to those seeking peace and harmony. Words of critique, akin to sharpened blades, pierce and rend the hearts of their recipients, the monk added, addressing another common error in communication. Let us refrain from passing judgment on others, recognizing that each individual is journeying towards their own evolution and deserving of respect and compassion, acknowledging that none, ourselves included, are flawless. Envision a mirror reflecting solely the flaws and distortions of our visage. Critical judgment mirrors that reflection. It distorts reality, robs us of empathy, and obscures the inner beauty of every individual.